yesterday we discussed about the roadmap of SQL. What are the topics we are going to cover as part of ETL testing? And today, whoever like join new, so you can refer this as a content. I'll make it fast. Okay, I'll not explain the things. If you want to be explained, then refer my yesterday class recording. I've uploaded to the YouTube. First, initial 3 classes will be uploaded to the YouTube. Later on, I'm going to upload into the Google Drive. Okay, so if anyone is having I'll be giving access from the tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow I'll ask your mail ID and I'll be adding you all to the batch 17 this file. Okay, so from Friday onwards the classes will be uploaded here, recordings will be uploaded here, class document will be uploaded here. Okay, so the format will be like this. Whatever, if you'll complete first Oracle SQL, then all this document will be uploaded, your recording, your class document for the practice session and for the theory part, interview related questions, and then installation part. Installation part already I've shared in the group, WhatsApp group, and most of you have already installed the software. Today, end of the first chapter, once we'll complete that, then we'll explain once again your, the installation part quickly, so that you can refer that and you can install the software. Okay. So this is the process we follow. And once we'll complete Oracle SQL, then we'll jump to the data warehouse concept, then Informatica. And these are the small manual testing ALM Agile will be completing into the weekdays, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, weekly once or 2 weeks once. I'll be taking one classes and we'll be completing this small. It will take only one class for all these things. Okay, and end of the session will be completing our the project. So project I'll be explaining in detail. So it may take 1 or 2 classes. Okay, so this is what. And then once you will be done with the course, I'll be helping you to prepare your resume, and I'll be helping you to upload into the Naukri profile. The way you will be updating, I'll be correcting you on that sample resume. Whatever the resume you will be preparing, based on that, I'll be helping you to upload into the Naukri. Personally, I'll be checking your Naukri, what are the updates you have done in Naukri, and if any corrections will be needed, I'll be helping you to correct it. Okay. Okay, so as part of first chapter, these are the topics we are going to cover. As part of second chapter, these are the topics what we are going to cover. This is for the new people. Yesterday already I have explained. Okay, so this third chapter, okay, DDL command. These are the topics I'm going to cover. This is the fourth chapter. All these things we are going to cover. Your fifth chapter, functions, will take more time, 3 classes, I guess. Okay, then aggregate functions. Constraint, we'll see in a detail, joins, okay, and your set operator and pseudo column, subqueries, okay, and you commit and rollback will do in a DDL and DML when we'll be discussing that time. Okay, so these are the some important topics we'll be explaining, or we'll be giving you the explanation on this with real-time scenarios. Okay, so this is the content for the SQL. And coming back to the first chapter we are going to cover as an introduction to SQL. So this is the very basic, and interview perspective for the experienced people, it will be of no use. Okay, it will be of no use. So coming back to the content wise, okay, so as part of your first chapter, I'm going to explain the introduction to SQL, how SQL come into the picture, who discovered all these things, and DBMS versus RDBMS, very basic things. Sub-language of SQL, installation of Oracle we'll see in a last. Okay, data types in Oracle as well as operators in Oracle. So interview perspective, these are all of no use, but you should know little bit idea about SQL. Okay. So coming back to the first topic, what we are going to learn as an introduction to SQL database. Okay, introduction to SQL database. So many of you will be knowing that SQL stands for structured query language. If you don't know, then note it down. This SQL stands for structured query language. SQL is the language of database. Okay, SQL is a language of database. So means what? What is database? What is database? So your database will looks like this. Many of you people already installed this software. Okay, so this is for the morning session, how I have explained. This is the things. So this is the your your database. Okay, so Oracle SQL database. This is the SQL developer database. This is called as SQL developer database. Okay, so in this one we have these are the we have schemas. Okay, so if whatever the schema you want to connect, you will say that connect. Okay, so, and then you will be connected to the that schema. So whenever you will click here, you will ask for the new worksheet. So this is the worksheet where you will be firing your query, where you will be writing your query and you will be executing those queries. So you want to worksheet for the admin, then you will click here. Okay, admin worksheet will open. If you want to open worksheet for HR, then you will say HR. So HR worksheet will be open. So like this you can close your worksheet. Okay, if you want to save, you can save it. If you don't want to save it, then you cancel it. Okay, if you don't want to save it, just make it no. Okay, so this is how you have the database. And this is the schema. This is called as a schema. You can add n number of schema in your real-time project. You will have different schema, which will those informations will be shared by your organization. This information schema details will be shared by your organization. Like what are the details they will share? Your details will be shared, like the schema name they will share, username and password they will share, host name they will share, and then port ID. Okay, port ID they will share, and service name they will share. Okay, and if you'll add this one, you will be added to the new schema. Whatever the database you will use, the process is same. The process is same only. I currently am using Postgres in my current project, so there also it's the same thing only. Okay, same thing only. Other database also you will be connecting through the same method only. So working by all the database is having same. If you will be seeing the query part, a small query part, there will be little bit syntax changes will be there. Little bit will be syntax changes will be there. So this is how you have the database worksheet. Okay. Just a second, guys. Just hold on. Okay, guys. So this is the worksheet you have. Okay. Currently, I'm connected to admin. If you want to, if you want to write any query, you can write here your own query. You can create your tables and all. I'll show you that how to create and all. Each and every topics will be covering as part of SQL to make you perfect in SQL. So HR, when we'll go to HR schema, no, you will have some of the tables will be inbuilt only in HR schema. Okay. Someone asked me that how to find this all tables. So if you'll connect to the HR schema, you will be able to see that employees is there, country is there, department is there. All these tables are there already. Okay, these are the tables are there. Okay, and few of the tables I have created. Okay, few of the tables I have created. And if you want to find the result of this employees table, simple query will be select a star from the employees, the table name you will be writing here. So this is the normal query, very basic query. If you want to fetch the data from this employees table, this is table. Okay, employees is a table. In table, you will have all the data will be stored in a column and rows format. If you run, you will get data in a column and rows format. Okay, so if you'll see, this is called as column. These are all called columns. Okay, these are all called column, and this will be your rows. Okay, this will be your rows. So all these things, how many rows we have? Total we have approximately 107 rows are there. And how many column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12 columns are there. Approximately 12 columns are there. Okay, in this employees table. So this will be called as your columns. This verticals will be called as column. Horizontal will called as rows. Okay, so this is very basic query. We'll learn this part in the next chapter. How we are going to write what is from clause, how what is the use of a star, what is table in detail level. Just I'm giving you introduction so that if I'll be explaining you the basic concept, you don't please don't confuse. You consider that you have a database and you are just going to play based you are going to play on the database only. You will be creating a table, you will be modifying it, you will be adding the columns, you will be adding data into the tables, you will be deleting the tables. Many things are there. Okay, so those are the things we are going to learn as part of SQL. So this is what we have the definition for the database. SQL is the language of database. Okay, SQL is the language of database. Okay, Vishal,
Yes,
Vishal,
tell me. Uh-huh.
one person is calling me frequently. Can you talk to him? I'll send you the number. Okay.
Okay. Okay, okay.
I don't know his name, but frequently he's calling. Just take care of it. Okay. Okay. So next topic will be next line will be using SQL. We can store data, manipulate data, and retrieve data. What it means in a database using SQL, we can store data. We can store data. Okay. Manipulate data and retrieve data in database. So database I have just explained you now. The database I have explained you now. So the first point, what is it is saying that store data. So whatever the data you are going to store in this particular table, that means like you are going to store these are the data. Okay, this is the data for the employees table. So what kind of data it will have? All the details related to the employees it will have. Okay, all the details related to employees it will have. So this is going to store your data. Okay, this is going to store your data in this table and in this particular database. Okay, so that this is what manipulate data. Manipulate data means what? You are going to manipulate means what? If you want to modify the data, if you want to change the name, or if you want to merge this Stephen King as a one column King, the email is the King. If you want to add at the rate gmail.com, like that. Okay, if you want to modify any of the column, you can manipulate the data in database. Okay, the retrieve data. If you want to find the data for this table, then you will be simply writing select a star from the table, and you can be able to fetch all the record related to the employees table. That is called as retrieving the data from particular table in the database. So whatever the we are going to discuss, whatever the database we have discussed just now, you can refer those things as a database. Okay, this is the normal database you have, and this is very important. This is very important as part of your ETL testing. When you will be in a when you will get selected into the any of the project, it means like you will be working frequently on this only. Okay, you will be writing a small query. Sometimes it will be little complex query, but no worries, you will be getting help from your your developer or the Google. They will be helping you to understand the requirement. Based on the requirement, you will be able to write the query. Okay, so there is no worries, you will get time to write your queries. Okay, next line is that history about the SQL, how SQL derived, who is derived the SQL, and who is called as the father of database. Okay, so in 1970, Dr. Edgar F. Code, Dr. Edgar F. Code, okay, Dr. Edgar F. Code, he was working in IBM that time, and 1970 he discovered the concept of RDBMS or database, you can say. He discovered the concept of database. Like if you remember old days, or if you watch old movies and all, so you will have Munsi or Color or kind of people will be there. So they will be storing data in a file system. If you'll go in anywhere, if you go in a hospital, or if you go in a, court and all, or police station and hospitals, many places, okay, wherever it is there. So they were storing the data 20 years back in a file system only. So manually they were entering all the details, and they were storing, they were giving the unique ID, and they were storing the data into the file manually in the page and paper and pen they were using, and they were storing that. If your if somehow like accidentally, if it's fire happened, then your data also will be lost. So nowadays what they are doing, they are storing in a table format, okay, in a database. They are storing all the details. Now if you'll go anywhere, if you go in a police station, hospital, government hospital, private hospital, or any court and all, they will be entering your data into the one software will be there, where they'll be entering your details, phone number, email ID, all the details they will be entering, and that will be stored in the backend database only. Okay, so that's why this is very, very important. Then 1970, Dr. Edgar Epcot, he gave the concept of database. This is called as relational database. This is called as relational database, which means that RDBMS, okay, relational database management system. In short form, it is called as RDBMS. Okay, in short form, it is called as RDBMS. And Dr. Edgar F. Code was working that time in IBM. Sorry, guys. So Dr. Edgar Epcot, and he also known as the father of RDBMS, as he gave the concept of RDBMS. So he known as the father of RDBMS. He described a relational model of database. So this is your database, and relational database means what? You can establish relations between two tables, three tables, n number of tables. You can establish a relationship, and you can fetch data from multiple tables. So that relationship he explained. So that's why it's called as a father of relational database. Okay, he described a concept of relational database and relational model for the database. And later on, Oracle worked on this. Okay, Oracle worked on this, and he bought the software from IBM, and he gave the concept of Oracle database, or you have many others nowadays. Many company, they came with a database. You can say that big company, they have their own database. Like if you will take example of IBM, so IBM is having 2 3 database. So data stage is there, Netija is there, Teradata is there. So there are many database. Each company they are coming with. Oracle will have your Oracle SQL developer. Microsoft will have Microsoft SQL, MS Access, all these things. Okay, so like that, it will have all the database. Many company, they came with their own database, and they are selling into the market. But Oracle database, Oracle SQL developer, Oracle SQL, what we are going to learn, it's very famous. It's very famous, and it's a freely available online. It's freely available online. Anyone can download, and anyone can work on that software. If you have 2 GB and 4 GB of RAM laptop, you can download, and you can start working on that. It's not, it will not ask you payment details and all. Only thing is that you have to register in that. Okay, you have to register with your mail ID, and then that you have to download, and you have to follow the instruction. I have uploaded to the YouTube. I'll be sharing you after the class for the downloading the software. Okay, so this is how we have the RDBMS database. This is the history of your database. Some common relational database management system that use SQL are MS MySQL, MS SQL, okay, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, and Postgres. These are the there. Okay, apart from this, there are some other database also, like I have not mentioned here, Netija, Teradata, Okay, all these things. Nowadays, PostgreSQL is very famous. Okay, nowadays many organizations they are using Postgres also, but working by all the database is having same process. Only difference, slight minor difference will be there in a syntax, like how we are writing here. No, select a star from employees. If you will take a other database, in Postgres also it will be you can fetch data like this only. Postgres also having the same method. When you'll be using joins and all, it will have only you have to write, you don't have to mention inner join and all. Simply you can write in a Postgres join only. So minor syntax changes will be there, not much. Working wise, each and every syntax wise, all these things are almost same, only minor changes will be there, that's all. Okay. So this is the introduction of your SQL. Any question in this, guys? Guys, any question?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Actually, I have a doubt. Means what is different between PostgreSQL and SQL exactly?
What is the difference between?
PostgreSQL, SQL.
Yeah, PostgreSQL and Oracle. See, working wise is all same thing, but cloud and all they'll be using PostgreSQL. Okay, but Oracle will be used in general purpose also, in the cloud also they'll be using it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarath, you have a question like I told HR and admin. So when you will be installing the software, no, you can add these are the schema. If you refer my recording for the installation of software, I have explained how to add HR and admin schema. Okay. So you can add it. Okay, you can add it. Any means it's not bond that you will be using HR or you will be adding you will be using admin. Any schema you can use and you can fire your query. But if you want like generic database, generic tables, then you go for the HR. Like in admin, you will not have inbuilt that tables. In admin, you will not have inbuilt tables. See, like this, you will not have inbuilt table. If you want to find the inbuilt table, where like you can fire your query and you can practice, you can go to the employees table, where you will be able to find 107 records. 107 records will be there. Yeah, Amol, yeah, ask me your question.
Sir, what is NoSQL, and we have to learn it, or what it is? Because in the
Your
modern
voice
time,
is
I
low,
know.
can you speak loud?
So, what is a NoSQL? What is a NoSQL, sir?
NoSQL is a database only. So whatever the SQL part you are saying, no, that is the database only. The end of the day, it will have the same method only. Okay, same method only. You will be firing the query. You will be storing the data in that database. Then you will be firing your query. You will be modifying the database and all these things. But fortunately, you will not have access to create table. You will not have access to insert data, update, delete. All this command you will not have access in any of the database when you will be working as a tester, ETL tester or manual tester or whatever tester you will be working. You will not have access for deleting the tables, deleting the rows, modifying the data, inserting the data. You will not have. You will have access for select statement only. Okay, and working wise, all other database are same only. Okay, I'm repeating again. Minor syntax will be different. Okay, if you will compare this Oracle and Teradata, so Teradata select also will work, SEL also will work in this case. Okay, SEL also will work in this case, but in Oracle only select will work, SEL will not work. So like that, you will have very small you know very small minor changes will be there, not much. Okay, it's very basic. Yes, can you ask your question?
Hi sir, this is Ashwin. My doubt is
Speak louder, it's very low sound.
my doubt is what are the privileges that ETL tester will have in this SQL? Like I got a question. I mean, in the interview, I got I mean other side But I got question like this. What is your privileges? Like privileges. What is your privileges in SQL? Like that they are asked me.
You are attending interview for ETL.
Yes, yes.
You are where you have prepared.
No, I'm actually. I will talk with you that thing.
Okay. Okay, fine. So privileges in the sense you'll have the select access only. Okay. You don't have to create tables. You don't have to insert data. You don't have to modify data. You should not be mastered in SQL. If it's basic knowledge also in SQL, you will be able to work in a ETL testing using SQL. So there is not much required. You should not. It's not required that you should have the PL SQL knowledge and all. Okay.
Okay, then I have to reply it as like I had. I mean, I have only read access like that, right?
Yeah, read access only. You will have read access and this select what is that? Select access only you will have. Okay, guys. If whoever is doubt related to these topics, that only you ask. Okay, nothing else. Okay, if you'll be asking, you'll be wasting your time as well as others' times. Okay, whatever the doubt you have related to this topic, you ask this, and we are going to learn as a Oracle SQL. I'm free to give you answers related to this topic. In from this topic, you have any question?
Sir, retrieve data. Please explain again.
Yeah, definitely. I'll explain it. Okay. So these are the retrieving, manipulating, and storing data. We are going to learn in the next chapter. But you have asked, then I'll be saying that. Okay. Consider that you have an employees table. In employees table, you have created a table. Okay. You have created a table. You have created a table and you have inserted the values, all these values. Okay, so it's stored in a database. Now you want to fetch all the data. Okay, now you don't have a, now you don't have a what is that, now you don't have data in this, you have data in this table, but you have not fetched all these things, you have not retrieved data from this table. So if you want to retrieve data, if you want to fetch all the data, then simply you will write select star from table name. You will be able to retrieve the data. That is the meaning of retrieving the data. Okay, clear?
Jayant, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
So after installation of Oracle, can we create a new schema?
New schema you cannot create it. Okay, new schema you cannot create it. Whatever the schema Oracle will provide, that you can add it. Like I have admin is possible in in Oracle. HR is possible, core is possible, infra is possible. You can add all this schema. But if you want to create a new schema that is out of syllabus, it's not required for ETL testing. We are not going to go in a complicated way, and you will not distract from our main stream. So we are not going to create a schema in our ETL testing. Okay.
Okay, as part of ETL testing, we no need to create schema.
Yeah, we don't have to create the schema. Only you'll have access for select queries, and you should know how to join tables, how to fetch data, how to use row number, row ID, all these things. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
hi Jay.
guys, let's move to the any other question?
Yeah, hi Jay. This is Sunita. I had a doubt like, is this schema will be available in other pre-built will be in other database servers also, like MS SQL Server, MS Access, Postgres, like that. Only it will be available in Oracle.
Oracle only it will be available. You will have whatever the admin, whatever the employees database, employees table, as well as your whatever department data, department table, employees table, your countries table, your location table. Okay, your job history. Okay, all these things will be there in your Oracle only, and it's like given from the Oracle company only, for the practice purpose only to all the other people. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay, so let's.
Then sorry, just need to ask that did you share the link to download the SQL?
Yeah, I have loaded into the Facebook, sorry, WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay. So if you anyone can confirm whether you have referred those documents and you have installed the software using those documents.
Yes, sir. I
Yes,
will
sir,
install.
Okay. So if you'll refer, after the class, I'll share it again. Or Vishal, can you share it again in the group so that people will not get confused?
Yeah, I will share.
Yeah. Okay. So those are the things done. Okay. So many people they have installed who are really interested, and it's free of cost. Okay. It's not chargeable, guys. So if you want to practice, really want to practice on these other tables, whether you are going to join here or not, you install and then do practice. Okay. I'm not telling that you have to join here and then only you have to install. If you want to practice, you want to learn SQL, learn it, okay, and you install it and learn it, okay. Whether you are going to join or not, I am not keen of that, okay. Okay, guys. So next topics, we'll move to next topic. So next topic will be your DBMS versus RDBMS. Okay, so DBMS. We discussed RDBMS in previous slide. Okay, so RDBMS will be your, your RDBMS will be your, it is called as RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Relational Database Management System. And other way, your DBMS will be called as your, your XML file. Many of you people will be knowing XML file, Excel file. All these things will be called as DBMS, Database Management. So earlier they were using DBMS. Now they have modified it to RDBMS. Okay. Now they have modified it to. So that is only required, Chandra, HR and admin. Code and all is for my use. Okay. Okay. So coming back to the DBMS versus RDBMS, they will not ask much question. They will ask you if you are fresher, they will ask you from RDBMS and DBMS. But if you are not fresher, if you are experienced person, so they will be not asking this DBMS versus RDBMS. But you should have knowledge on this. So I have given the slide wise also. What is RDBMS and what is DBMS? What are the differences between RDBMS and DBMS? So DBMS first introduced as a DBMS, database management system. Database management system is a software used to identify, manage, and create a database that provide administrative access to the database. So it will be like, XML file, Excel file, and all these things. So that is called as the DBMS. What is relational database management system? Relational database management system is more advanced version of DBMS. Previously, people were using DBMS. Now they are using RDBMS. Okay, now they are using RDBMS, relational database management system, because of it's a flexibility. Okay, it's a flexibility to store the data. That's why people are using RDBMS. RDBMS. Okay, so RDBMS is your you are going to work on RDBMS. This is called as RDBMS only, but in like theoretical part. But normally it will be called your database. Okay, normally it will be called your database. Whatever the database you'll use, Microsoft SQL or Oracle SQL or Postgres or Teradata, these are all database examples. It is used to store or manage only data in the form of tables. So we discussed that your data will be stored in a tables only. Your data, whatever the data you're going to store, that will be stored in a database tables only. In the form of tables, it will be stored. Your data will be stored in the form of tables. So whatever the data we are discussing here, that will be stored in this table only. Okay, kind of this table. You can create your own table, you can insert the data, you can store the data, all these things. Okay. So this is how we have. Then RDBMS versus DMS differences. Guys, anyone is having any doubt after completing this, we are going to discuss on that. Okay, so one topic once we'll finish, and then we'll I will ask you to put your doubt. Okay, so like that. So RDBMS data is stored in a table format. In RDBMS, data will be stored in a table format. So you will have table and you are storing data in a table format only. You will be storing data. So whatever the employee related informations are there, that will be stored in an employees table. So like that. If you have organization, if your organization is working on some of the project kind of marketing things, like you can say that Reliance Press, take an example of Reliance Press. So Reliance Press will have all the customer related data. So customer related data, they will store in this format only. Customer name, customer ID, customer first name, customer last name, email ID, customer phone number, which day they have purchased what product and all. Okay, what is the, what field they are working, all these things. Okay, how much money, for how much money they have bought the product. All the details will be there for the customer in customer tables. You can in organization you will have customer tables, you will have sales table, you will have total sales tables, you will have marketing table. All these things will they will create according to the category. Okay, so and when we say sales data, sales table will have all the data related to sales. Okay, sales means like Bangalore office, how much sales they have done, or how many customers are there in that Bangalore stores, how many stores are there. Those are the details will be stored in the form of sales table. So this is how your table will be created in a form of your table will be your data will be stored in a form of tables. Okay, your data will be stored in the form of tables. DBMS what it data is stored in the file format. Earlier, like before using RDBMS or some of the people you have worked on Excel, you have stored your data in XML or into the Excel file. So those are called as DBMS. Okay, data in the form of table are linked together. Okay, data in the form of linked together means what? You can create n number of tables. You can create n number of tables. Like if you'll see the HR schema, if you'll see the HR schema, like HR schema is having your employees table. Okay, department table, job history. If you want to join this table, these are the tables: employees, and then department table, other tables, location tables. All these things you can join. In this RDBMS. Okay, in DBMS, RDBMS, you can join this all tables in RDBMS. In database, you can join all this table, and you can fetch data. You can retrieve data from all these three tables, related data. So that's why it is called as relational database. Okay, so the data in the form of tables are linked together. Okay, so it will be linked together. You can store this, and you can store in, you will create one more table, and you will store data from all these three table, and you will be stored data, whatever the data, it will come from all these three tables. You will be storing into the another table also. That is possibilities also there. I'm not making you confused. You have to just remember all these points. These are all theoretical bias only. You don't have to explain. If someone will ask RDBMS versus DBMS, 3 or 4 points, if you'll explain, that is more than sufficient. If someone asks like what is the difference between RDBMS and DBMS, I'm just explaining you what exactly the meaning of the line by line, so that it will be not difficult to understand. Like if anyone non IT working people who are seeing first time database, so you don't have to worry on this. Just remember the few points. Next chapter onward, we are going to see the query part. It will be more interesting and it will be more useful. This class will be a little bit boring only, because we are going to know the theory part only, the basic of SQL, basic of theory part only for the SQL. Data in the form of tables are linked together, no connection between data. Okay, no connection between data. If you will be storing data in Excel, one data will be not related to other data. There will be no link up between data. Okay, there will be no link up between one data to another data, one row to another row. If you will be if you have seen the Excel, if you have seen the Excel, if you are storing something here, and you are creating another row also, something here, there is no link up between this and this. Okay, but in RDBMS, it is possible. You can link one data to another data. Normalization is not achievable. In this RDBMS, normalization is not achievable. Or normalization will discuss in when we'll discuss data warehouse. Just for now, you can remember normalization as a key term. Normalization is not achievable. There is lot normalization will be there in a DBMS. Okay, data is stored in a large amount in RDBMS, in the table format. In the table format, you will have millions of data in one table. Now here in 107 record only. Now here we have 107 record only. But in other table, whatever the data is there, in organization, if real-time organization, when you will be working, you will have 10 millions of record, 20 millions of record, 1 million of record, 10,000 of record will be there in a one table. So it depends on the organization, depends on the client, depends on the project, how big project is, that much large data they will have. Okay, if you will consider your SBI bank, SBI bank will have many tables, and consider that one table will have the 1 million of record, 10 millions of record, 20 millions of record, even the 50 millions of record also there. 50 millions means 50 crore of 5 crores of data will be available in one table. So they will be able to manage all the data, and that needs very huge space. That's what. Okay, so here redundancy of data is reduced with the help of key and indexes. Okay, so leave this point, you may get confused. Okay, RDBMS support multiple users. So this database, no, millions of people can access this database altogether. Okay, there is no issue, or like 100 of people they can use your organization database, your whatever the project you will be working, there will be they will be using database, and 100 of people they'll have same they will access same times at one database, or thousands of people they will access same database at a time. But in Excel, no, one time only single users will be able to work. Like I am able to work currently, you will not able to work this sheet. Okay, currently you will be not able to work on this sheet, but simultaneously if you will see the database, many people can work together. Like if someone is having Oracle installed, you can also work on this one simultaneously. Okay, it features multiple layer of security while handling data. Definitely, that's why business people are storing data in a table format into the database. Okay, in a table format into the database, because it will provide the security of their business data, their customer data, their sales data. That's why it's more faithful to the organization. That's why organization is storing their data into the database. So if you remember, if you remember, if anywhere, if you have something files will be there manually, they'll be storing files and all. And if you try to access those file location, no, they will scold you and they will tell you that this is not for the general purpose use. If you are came to hospital, then you don't have permission to go into the file room. Okay, wherever they'll be storing the customer file, you cannot enter this file room because it's a confidential. All patient data is available, so you will be not having access. You will not have access. But in database, features like security will be there, so they will grant access for the users only. Okay, they will grant access for the user only. If you are a software developer, or if you are a tester, you will have access to to see the data and all this thing, because you will be working on that. Other than that, people will not have access to the database. Like outside, if you want to access for the any of the hospital, or if you want to access to the SBI database, you will be not able to access SBI database, because it's very secure, and the security will be very high. So that is what. But in file there will be very less security. Okay, if I stored here, and if I share with you mail, through the mail, you will be able to also access. These are the files. Okay, there is no security in this. The software and hardware requirement are higher. So when we discuss about the Oracle database, many of you people have installed this software. And if you have installed this software, so you have installed two types of software. You have downloaded two software, and then many steps are there. You have to extract all the files, and then you have to run. You have to maintain the configuration and all these things. So there needs lots of backend software also to to install your Oracle software. Like that, any other software you go for. Like we have Informatica software. Okay, Informatica software. So that Informatica software also, it's very lengthy software. It's a very lengthy software. Okay, the Informatica software is very lengthy software, and it needs lots of backend support and lots of steps to complete to install the software. Okay, so that's why like RDBMS need very like software and hardware requirement are higher. but in your DBMS, it does not require more hardware or software. It just simply it will start working in your system. Okay, any system you can open, if it's a desktop or laptop with the 1 GB of 1 GB of RAM, or very old laptop, also you can use the Excel or XML file. Oracle SQL Server. Okay, some of the examples of your RDBMS will be Oracle SQL Server, Teradata, Netezza, Postgres, and all. And DBMS, some of the example will be your XML or Microsoft Access. All these things will be example of DBMS. Yeah, you can go ahead and you can raise ask your question. Someone raise your hand. Okay, ask your question from this topic. If you don't have any question, then we'll move to the next topic. These are all theoretical part. No need to go very depth, because I don't want to make you diverted. This is if you are going for the 4 years, 5 years, 6 years of experience, they will not ask. These are the questions. Okay. Yeah, Pratik, go ahead and ask your doubt.
Yes, sir. Sir, how will we work with HR schema?
If you'll refer, Vishal has shared just now your Oracle software and the document. Vishal, you have shared the installation document.
I shared in the group, both group, B1, B2.
Okay, so we have two groups, B1 and B2. In both group, Vishal has shared. Okay.
Hello.
Sir.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, as you said that we'll be having the different tables to store the data, right? Like I got the point when we are doing like any bank transaction and all, we'll be as end user will be need some information, so that as an end user we can ask some like through the phone number. If we give like that any unique ID like that, they will be giving the information. For example, when we do the online transaction, they will be storing all the customer details, right? So like it is helpful in the business point of view, or because as end user we are not using any once after doing the online transaction.
Yeah. See, when you'll go to the any banking app, okay, consider that you have logged into ICICI Bank, okay, you did transaction, okay, so your transaction is successful and money got transferred one location to the another end user. So what will happen? Whatever the transaction you have done, so backend the database will be there, okay, and it will pass through multiple layer, and finally it will be stored in your main database. Your transaction related database under your user ID, it will be stored. So that like if after 10 years also, if you'll try to find whatever the transaction you have done today, you will be able to find it in your statement. You can download your statement and you will be able to see your statement. So whenever you are clicking on the statement, no, so what it will do, it will go and it will take your details, take your user ID, and it will fetch all the details, whatever the transaction you have done in 1 month or 6 months, it will give you all details, how much amount you have done, what is your user ID, what time you have done the transaction, all the details, it will be fetched from the database only. Okay.
Yeah, that's that point I got, sir. But for example, if I purchase any product in the Flipkart, I will be giving all the information and I'll purchasing. Then once after receiving that, we'll be getting some mail or message. I have received this product. Actually, we are not validating anything, right? But in the bank transaction and all, through our account or phone number, if you put like that, we are validating some data in that. But how in the form of like online transaction, that difference?
Online transaction also consider that you have purchased the product on a Flipkart. Okay, so you have purchased some dress, your dress from the Flipkart. You have done the you have added to the cart. You have added your address. You have added your contact details. You have done the transaction. Your details will be stored in a database. Okay, your details will be stored in a Flipkart backend database. Okay, and you will your user ID also will have all these transaction details will be there. So if you want to like this only, the backend full layers will be, many layers will be there, and the business will develop in such a way that once you will do the transaction, your all details will be stored in a database from the one layer to another layer, and finally it will be stored in your main database. So like you will have return policy will be there for 10 days.
Yes.
If return policy will be there for 10 days. Consider that today you have purchased the your dress, you have done the transaction, your data is created, your transaction is done, your data is created, your tomorrow you got your product, and after that 10 days your some status will be there in a database, whether like it's in active status or into the inactive status. So once the 10-day period will be over, no, in this 10 days you will have active status, you are eligible to return the product.
Yeah.
But after 10 days it will be in active status. If you want to return also, it will not allow you to return it.
Yes, yes.
So backend will work like that. Okay guys.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so considering next topic, DBMS we don't use, and we are not writing the query for that. We are going to work on to the RDBMS only. Okay, if you want to work on the Excel file and XML file, please work on if you will be using your mobile or your laptop. So if you'll go and if you'll search here, no, Excel, if you'll type here Excel like this, you will get this notification green color. So you can click on this and new sheet, and you can modify this. And for this, there are many videos are available in YouTube. You can learn how to write in this, how to modify, how you can delete the duplicate record. All these things will be there in YouTube. You can check if you want to learn more on the DBMS, but it is not required for your interview perspective. Definitely when you will be in a project, that time it will be required, but as of now it's not required for the interview perspective. What is required for the interview perspective? Full knowledge of your database. Okay, so that's what we are going. Amol, yeah, ask your doubt.
Sir, just now you explained about the Flipkart. Please explain about some banking project, how the ETL testing will work in the banking project.
No, sorry, come again.
Just now you explain about the Flipkart, how the online shopping, how it will be. But
so that
please
are
explain
all
about banking project. Just explain in 1 minute.
Okay,
How in the
so
banking?
that's what I'm saying, that you Amol, you want to purchase a mobile through the Flipkart. You selected the mobile, you added to the your cart, and tomorrow or today only you made the transaction. You added your address, you given your mobile number. Okay, whatever the things are there. So you have done the payment. You have added the card. You have done the payment. You have added your delivery address. Tomorrow your mobile is delivered. Okay, tomorrow your mobile is delivered. So you will have return policy of 10 days or 15 days in some of the product, correct? So your data, whatever the transaction you have done today, it will be stored in your database, in your not your database, in the Flipkart database. It will be stored. So there are some more complicated architecture will be there. Once you do the transaction, no, the business, they will develop their business in such a way that whatever the transaction you will do, it will be stored in their database, in Flipkart database. And once you have done and your product is delivered to your tomorrow to your address, it will your status of the product, it will be shown as delivered. Okay, so same thing, it will be updated into the database also, backend database. And when you'll have buffer time to return the product for 10 days or 15 days time, in database one status column will be there, whether where like this customer, whatever the product he purchased, whether it's in active status or in inactive status. If active status is there, 15 days it will have the active status. You will be eligible to return the product. Okay, if you have returned the product, then your status will change from delivered to returned. Okay, and active will be inactive. But if you have not returned the product in 15 days, then what will be like, your status will change from active to inactive, or like it will be like something like inactive only you take it. So you will be not eligible to return your product after 15 days. That's what I'm saying, that it will, like, whatever the information will be there, you will be seeing in your mobile app or your laptop for the Flipkart. It will be fetched from the your Flipkart database only. So it will pass through the different layers, different layers, which is designed by the developers and architecture for the Flipkart. And the business, they will make such an arrangement that whatever the transaction you will do, no, immediately it will be stored in a database. And there also ETL testers will work to validate that whether when you have done per transaction, no, so whatever the data is passing through the inactive, active, delivered, or return phases, so it's like it's satisfying all the data or not. It's satisfying the data in different layers or not. Like if you will take one example, let me explain you in a proper way. If it will not explain in a proper way, again it will be, consider that you have the Flipkart. Okay, Flipkart, is it correct, guys? Flipkart Amol purchased mobile today. Okay, so you have done your transaction, consider that 10K you have done transaction, so it will be stored, you will be able to see in your Flipkart your mobile page. Okay, mobile app, you will be able to see it. Same thing, it will be stored in a database also. Same thing, it will be stored in your Flipkart database also, and Flipkart database also. So when I'm explaining, it looks very simple, but in between this, no, there will be so many X layer, so many Y layer. Okay, so many your Z layer will be there. So after passing this only, it will be, it will be stored in the Flipkart database. Okay, consider that you have done the transaction on today 1709, and after 15 days, 15 days is buffer time to return the product. Okay, return the product. If you have not returned, then your Flipkart database will be in inactive status after 15 days. Okay, and if you will try to return also your product, it will not allow you to return the product. So like that software, they will make it in between this layer, no, this layer. There are so many complex software will be there. There'll be so many layers will be there. It will pass through this layer and it will be stored in this Flipkart database. Okay, and here when the data is moving from your mobile app to X layer, from X layer to Y layer to Z layer to the Flipkart, starting of the software development, your ETL tester will be validating all these things. And developers, they will be developing all this scenario, all the layer, and you will be validating with the sample data, with the test data, whether if Ramesh has purchased something, whether it's whatever the amount he has paid, it's reflecting here or here or here, or is finally what is the status of all these details in this database. So your ETL testing work will be in this one when the software development will be done. Okay, so this is how your process works in the backend team. But we are not going to learn those are the things now. We are going to learn those things in your data warehouse. When we'll discuss data warehouse, no, there I'll be explaining you with the complete different layer. Okay, with the different layer, how you are going to order, and then how you are going to apply all these rules, how your data will be stored, and how the reporting will be generated, all these things. Okay, so we are going to learn in a database segment. So no need to confuse for now. It's all simple. Make it simple. Learn whatever I'm teaching step by step. No need to go in a very depth level, not in confused level. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just be on track. Don't distract here and there. Okay. So any other question, guys? And whoever like joined with 1 plus 60, what is the name? 1 plus 60? 1 plus 60.
Hello. Yeah. Hi, Jen. This is Ashok.
Yeah. So okay. So next time when you will join, whoever is joining with a short name, just write your name. Okay, write your name. It will be easy for me to recognize you are there. I'll be asking many questions, or like if any doubts will be there, I'll be asking you. So you'll be focused. If you'll be joining with the some other name, no, I'll be not able to focus on the individual one.
Okay, Jayant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so next one
Hello,
will be
sir.
like yeah, someone is
Yeah, I'm sir, Sharat.
yeah, Sarat, tell me.
You just explained that XYZ layer in between that database, no? Is that the job of the SQL developer?
No, not after SQL developer. It's like, we are going to validate data between this layer and this layer and this layer as a part of ETL testing. It's not like part of SQL developer. Your Informatica developer will develop all this rule, and we are going to validate whether whatever the things are developed by developers, whether it's applied in these layers or not. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's move to the next topic. We'll try to cover all these topics today only, and we'll see that. Okay. If time permits, then we'll see the Oracle installation. Otherwise, we'll see Oracle installation tomorrow, starting of the class. Okay, for 15 minutes. Okay. So next one, like sub language of SQL. So what are the sub language of SQL are there? DDL, DML, DRL, TCL, DCL. These are all called as sub language of SQL. Okay, sub language of SQL. So using all this command, you can modify data, you can insert data, you can create tables, you can update the data in a table. All this you can do using this sub language of SQL. So DDL stands for data definition language. DML stands for data manipulation language. DRL stands for data retrieval techniques. Okay. TCL stands for transaction control language. DCL stands for data control language. So mainly as a ETL tester, you will be working on this, but knowledge perspective, you should know all these things. Okay. Knowledge perspective, you should know all these things. How to insert, how to create a table, how to drop a table. For the interview perspective, I'm saying. So they will ask you many questions from this. So interview perspective, it's all important. Okay, it's all important. So first of all, like one by one, we'll see in chapter by chapter. DDL is one chapter, DML is one chapter, DRL is one chapter. After this, we'll see a DRL, data retrieval techniques, where I've explained you the select start from table, no? So that with the details, we'll see how it works, what are the extra things we can add in a select statement. Okay, how can we fetch, how can we apply condition, how can we order the data, all these things, details we'll see as a part of this one. Okay, next after this chapter. Okay, next chapter will be your data retrieval language. Then we'll go for DDL, and then we'll go for DML. In DDL and DML, we'll learn TCL. So what are the command will come in a DDL? And what are the commands? The DRL will come as a select statement only, and in detail we'll see this one. And DDL data definition language will have create, drop, alter, truncate, rename. All this command will come as part of data definition language. As part of data definition language, create, drop, alter, truncate, rename will work come under DDL command. Short form is DDL, data definition language. Okay, DML is data manipulation language. Okay, data manipulation language. Insert, update, delete will come under DML. Okay, we'll see one by one all these topics in detail. So no need to worry, no need to get confused with all these things. We are going to learn each and everything. Just one request: practice in your database. Install the database, Oracle SQL database, and what are the query I'll give. First, practice 2-3 times that one, and and apply your common sense also. Create your own tables, insert data, do all this manipulation, whatever is there. Whatever I'll teach you, like that you will do, and like that only you will learn all these things. If you don't know SQL, no need to worry. I'll be explaining you from the scratch how to do all this. But only you have to make sure that tomorrow, before the class, you make sure that you will be able to install the software. Okay, you are going to install the software in your laptop. Okay, so this is how. So a DML will have insert, update, delete. one by one we'll see. Create create command will be like how you're going to create tables in the database. That will learn. Drop, how to drop the tables from the database permanently, that we are going to learn. Alter will be like how you're going to modify, how you're going to add a new column in the existing table, how you're going to drop a column from the existing table, how you're going to rename a column name, how you're going to modify the data types as well as the size in the existing table. That part will learn as part of alter command. This is very, very important, guys. Interview perspective, each and every interview they will ask you truncate, will how to truncate the tables. By the name itself, it's saying that truncate means what? It will make it empty your table. Okay, it will make it empty your table. Rename, how you're going to rename your table name. If you want to rename your table name, or if you want to rename your column name, that is also possible. Consider that employee ID, you want to rename it as EMP ID, so that also possible using your rename command. Okay, DML command will insert, update and delete. How you're going to insert data using insert command. How you're going to update existing data in existing table. How you are going to do that using update command. We are going to learn that. Delete command will be like how you're going to delete data, from the existing table. Okay, delete means what? It will delete the data. Consider that you have a one table. Okay, if you want to delete this data, okay, 96 row number employee ID, 195 you want to delete it, so you can use delete command and you can delete the data using delete command. Select, as I have explained you earlier, we will be using with the different combinations in the select statement, and we'll learn more on the select. This is very, very basic for SQL. If you want to start with SQL, then you have to start with select only. Your first query will be select star from any table name. Okay, commit, rollback and save point. Commit and rollback, will see how you are going to commit the whatever the you have done the changes to your existing table. How you're going to save that will learn. Rollback, it's like, how whatever the changes you have made and you are not satisfied with that changes in your existing table, still you have option to roll it back. Okay, you like retrieve it back, your old data. So that is also possible using rollback. This is applicable only for the this command. Okay. This is how we are going to see it. So this grant and revoke is not important for the interview perspective. Okay, so this topic, data types in Oracle, and operators in Oracle, we'll see tomorrow. Okay, we'll see tomorrow. And now we'll discuss your installation process. Okay, is it fine, guys? So that you will be able to install the software by tomorrow. Is it fine?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes.
fine. So recording is shared. Whatever the recording we have. This is my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay. So I have.
Sir, may I leave the class if you permit?
Yeah, go ahead. You are from the
Thank
old
you.
batch, no? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good night.
I'm sure you've heard how Grammarly improves your writing, but let me tell you how Grammarly Business.
Okay, so all these things I have explained. So this is the your document, how step by step. I'll show you that. Okay, same thing is shared in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so what is this? Where is this installation?
One question is that ETL tool is like a SQL or other.
Okay, so we have the software also. If you are not able to install the software, I'll give you access for this software. If you are not able to install the software, if you are not able to download the software from the drive, from the Google Oracle SQL web portal. Okay, if you are not able to download, then ask me. I'll give you this access for drive, okay, so that you can download and you can install it. And software installation, we have this install video as well as this document is there. So first what you have to do, you have to install 11G, okay, 11G Express Edition. For that we have, if you'll check the your WhatsApp group, in that I have given the link, okay. I have given the link. Whoever is installed, you are free to leave the class. Okay, whoever not installed, just be online and learn the things how we are going to install. So you will, what you will do, you will copy this link and paste into the your web portal, okay, Google Chrome or somewhere. So you will be directed to here, okay, you will be directed to here, and you will say that download, okay. So it will ask you this permission. Just click here and then click here, and your software, it will redirect it to your login page, okay, login page. If you have account in Oracle before, then give your mail ID and all, okay, your mail ID, like something like my mail ID for this SoftTech Hub, SoftTech Hub 18 @ gmail.com, okay, and like this gmail.com, and the password, whatever the password is there. If you don't have account in this, no, what you will do, you will go and create account. You will do the go and create account. So in this create account, you will give your email ID, like my email ID is what, SoftTech Hub, okay, 18 @ gmail.com, okay, this is there, gmail.com. Now password, whatever you want to give, a strong password you give, like I give whatever is there, okay, okay, well, a strong password it will ask, okay, then okay, and then country India, okay, first name, my name is Jayant, I'll give it Jayant. My last name is Kumar, okay, Kumar. Then job title will be what, anything you can give, software engineer or something, okay, engineer, you can give anything, you can give. It's not it's mandatory, they made it, but you can give whatever you want. Work phone number, you can give anything, 9886 822 451, like that I'll give. This is my old number, so that's why I'll give. Otherwise I'll give 6363 190 920, my this institute one, okay, 6363 190 920. Company name, anything you can, if you want to give, you can give it, IBM, something like that, you can give it. Address, you can mention as a whatever address, like I stay in Horamabu, Bangalore, Horamabu, and then city, you can give whatever the city you are staying. It will not, it will never call you, or it will never be a problem for you, okay. So it will just asking for the security purpose. I'm staying in Karnataka, so I'll give Karnataka, and zip code 560043, something like that, I will give it, okay. So you can click here, create account. So your account will be created. See, verify your email address to use your account. So if you want, you can save this password. Otherwise, if you remember this password, you can say never, okay. Now you will go to your this thing. If you'll go to here, and you will refresh it. You got the this mail. If you see here, Oracle account www, okay. So you have to verify your email ID, okay. Alternatively, you could use the URL below to complete your action, or you click here, verify your email address. If you'll continue here, so it will your software will start installing it, not installing, it will be start downloading it, okay. So here, would you like to visit an Oracle country site closer to you? No thanks, okay. So like that, you can go and you can see your you can log in again, okay. You can log in again, like you can say that SoftTech Hub, okay, SoftTech Hub 18 @gmail.com. Very important, guys, okay. I'm not taking charges for anything on this. You, for the helping purpose, I'm explaining it. Okay. So sign. If you will be facing any problem, let me know. Will okay. Will not save it. Okay. Read the release Oracle analysis, whatever it may be your account. Okay. So Oracle account is created. Now you go and copy again your link. Okay. From the drive, whatever the things are there, you can copy again, or same copy you can do paste. Click download. See, he started downloading. Okay. You will see here it's starting your downloading. Okay, so it will take, if your speed is good, it will be done faster. It will be done faster. Meanwhile, you can go in other, like, other, like, you have to download this also, the SQL developer JDK. Okay, this is the Java file. Okay, so you'll give this here. Okay, so this is the thing, 64-bit with JDK 11. You can download this one. Okay, for if your laptop is 64-bit, then download this. If your laptop is 32-bit, then download that. How will you find it? You'll go to your system, go to this PC, and then click here, properties. Here it will show you the how many GB RAM it is, 8 GB RAM. Okay, and how many GB of system type, 64-bit operating system is there, or 64-bit operating system. So mine is 64-bit. I'll be downloading this one. Okay. So it's started, and this one is done already. Okay, this is done. Are you following, guys? Everyone, can you confirm, guys? Guys,
Yes.
can you? Yeah.
Yes.
So it will take some time because it's quite it's big file. Okay, and it depends on your Wi-Fi speed, how good you are in a Wi-Fi. So that much faster it will download. Okay. And when you will be you have downloaded, no, you have to it will take some time. Okay, so when you have downloaded it, whatever the things, it will be same as it is. Okay. You have to extract it. Okay, you have to extract it like this. This is already downloaded, this is under process, so we'll not click on that, we'll click here. So you can do extract all, or you can download 7-zip file. Okay, 7-zip file you can download, and you can extract from there also, or like directly also you can extract it. So I want to extract, and extract in download folder only, and you extract here only. See, it's extracted here. Okay, like this you will be extracting that also. So your file is extracted here. Let me see how much downloading is done for this. So this is also, I guess, downloaded. Okay, so this is also downloaded. You can extract this one. Same thing, downloads only. So it will take some time because it's a big file. Okay. Anyone have done this downloading the things? Can you share your screen? Anyone is front of system? Because already I have Oracle, I'll not able to install the Oracle again. Okay. Anyone want to share your screen? Anil, Ashok, Aswin. Guys, I'm audible. Anyone want to install the software now? Or is it okay? Tomorrow we'll do it remaining process.
Yeah, is it okay to tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, fine. It's already 9 o'clock. So we'll do it tomorrow. Okay. So I'll take just whoever will be not able to install, no, just say get your laptop, connect to the laptop, and meanwhile we'll take your access and we'll show one person how we are going to install and how we are going to run the software. Okay, all these things. So we'll do it in a tomorrow. For today, it's fine.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have installed that app, and in that, while after opening that, after putting that name as admin, no. In that, it asks for password. No, what should I put, sir, there?
Because maybe you have not done, maybe you have not done in a download folder all installation. You have copy and cut it in somewhere in a C drive or D drive, and then you have done it.
Okay.
So you have to do it in a download folder only. Download folder only you have to install. You have to click here. You have to go here, and then you have to do all these things. But before that, you have to install this software, this one. Okay. You have to double click on this setup like this. In download folder only. You don't have to cut and paste. Otherwise, some properties will be missed. So you'll do like this.
Okay.
Leave this one. Okay. This is extracted. So do it from the download folder only.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
So it's under process. It's taking time. Okay. So tomorrow, if you're not able to do it, no, let me know. We'll help you in that case. Okay. Your name?
Sir, Sharath.
Sharath. Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. I will, I will ask
Just
you.
try it now. If you're not able to do it, then Bisal will help you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will take the help.
Okay, guys, we'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow evening, and try to pay the fees who were not paid fees. I'll make sure that you people will get job. 100% sure. Priya, you have any question?
No, it's all good. Yeah, interesting to hear all those things. Yeah, very knowledgeable session.
Yeah. And it
Thank
will be
you.
more interesting from tomorrow onwards. Like when we'll discuss the query part, no, it will be more interesting. This theory part is like little bit boring for many people, but when
No,
we'll
I didn't
discuss,
feel.
yeah.
No, I didn't feel like boring. It's very informative, and yeah, the way you have explained is very clearly. Yeah, like I can imagine, the really how it works in the real time as well. The way you have explained, so very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's connect tomorrow evening, 7:30. Okay. Till then, bye guys. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
And pay
Thank
fees
you,
if
sir.
you want to pay it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye. No.
Bye. Bye, everyone.